Hey, what is up, folks? It is Will with Exposing the IWC, and today, this morning, I have been watching so much damn Japanese women's wrestling. I decided it should. I just have a lot of opinions on what's happening right now with Marigold and freaking Stardom. Watching so much of it, I feel like I had to freaking get off my chest. So we're doing a all. We'll see if this is all Joshi stream. It probably will be an all Joshi stream, and by that I mean Marigold and Stardom. Really, that's what we're really be talking about. They have the freaking the big show tomorrow. Is it tomorrow or this morning? It's tomorrow morning or tonight, however you look at it. For Giulia's last match per se. I mean, that's what they're calling it. Is it still her last match? No, we'll talk about that in a second. And I'm gonna dive into the 5-star Grand Prix tournament going on in Stardom and what I think is happening with that and who I think is going to win. Because I have some ideas that may not excite some folks, but I think I know who's going to win that thing. I think I know who's going to win that thing. But knowing the way they book, I could be completely wrong, but we'll see what happens. If you are watching this on stream or replay, rather, you're watching this on replay, leave a comment and a like. Let me know your thoughts on who's going to win that tournament, and if you think that Giulia, when do you think she's going to show up in WWE, and your thoughts on that card and her final match, and if you think they screwed over the fans by telling them after they bought tickets that is actually not her last match, you can let us know. Let me know how you feel about that. But we're going to start. I'm wondering, should I start with Stardom or Marigold? I'm going to start with Marigold first. So we're going to talk about what's going on over there, and then we'll move over to the big news in the 5-star Grand Prix, or the big talk online in the Joshi world, which is that tournament. Let's move on. Let's start with the card. No, let's not start with the card. Let's explain what's happening here when it comes to Marigold. So, for Marigold, there has been a big deal about this last match. Her last match. By her, I mean Giulia. She is on her way to WWE. Big news. It's been talked about for months. It's nauseating at this point how much we talked about this. But we've been talking about her last days, her last matches. We've been counting down. And her last match was supposed to be against Mai Sakurai. Now that made sense because Mai Sakurai had a history with her in Stardom. They're both in DDM. When they disbanded, when she was leaving, they decided to disband the faction, and she's heading over to Marigold. Well, we didn't know that at the time. We didn't know at the time, but they were cutting a promo, and Mai Sakurai said, "Hey, I'm gonna leave. When she said she's gonna leave Stardom, but she said she wanted to continue to grow as a wrestler under Giulia, and she's gonna follow Giulia." Well, she meant that literally because she actually did follow Giulia to Marigold. She was her lackey. That's what some folks are calling her that, but she stepped out into her own. She became a tag team champion in Marigold, and she said that she came to Marigold to face Giulia, not be her friend, but to wrestle her. So I thought it'd make all sense in the world to actually have that match before she leaves. Let that be her last match. The history, the relationship they have, that's great. That was the original plan. On the August 19th, she's going to be facing Mai Sakurai, and that was going to be it, her last match, and then she heads to the WWE in due time. Well, they had a freaking press conference, or what do you want to call it, a pre-show, whatever, a press conference. That's what they had. And Giulia was talking, and then Misa Matsui stepped up and said, "Hey, I want to face Giulia." And then Shozuki stepped up and said, "Hey, I want to face her too." And then Tommy stepped up and said, "Hey, I want to face her." And then Minami stepped up, and next you know, everybody said they want to face Giulia. And then her last match ended up not being her last match. Okay, because then Rossi stepped up and said, "Hey, by the way, we're gonna have another match. It's gonna be like a gauntlet match. 1 minute each. There's gonna be a bunch of run-ins, and other people are invited to this match to participate." which is interesting considering this match was called her last match. Is that false advertising? Kind of. I can't lie. I'm not gonna lie and tell you that's not false advertising. It kind of is. Is it a problem? Not if you're someone who didn't get a ticket to the last match, no, right? But if you did get a ticket to the last match, it is kind of a problem that she is not honoring that. I don't know how I feel about it. If I bought a ticket just to see her last match, let's say the only reason I bought it is because of that last match, right? There's a last match. I won't get to see her to wrestle again. Okay, I'm going to go buy that ticket. And then it turns out that that's not our last match. Would I be upset? Maybe? I don't know. It depends. Maybe not. I don't think I would be. I don't think I'd be upset. Maybe a little annoyed. If I bought that ticket specifically because I was told that was her last match, I would not be able to see her ever again. Maybe. But she apologized. She came out and said, "My bad. Sorry, guys. I know folks bought those tickets because I said it was my last match. It turns out it's not. But please, I want to wrestle these other people. Forgive me. I don't want to regret not wrestling these women. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So on the 25th. So what's 19th, but now it's the 25th. On August 25th, that'll be her last match. We think they could change it again. Who knows, right? But right now the plan is for August 25th to be her last match. We'll see if that's actually the case. But yeah, that's the situation. Now, Giulia never wrestled Utami at all, which is interesting. That the reason why that didn't happen is probably because she got injured, right? She had that wrist injury, never actually got around to it, which is unfortunate because I think a lot of people wanted to see that match, but it never happened. At least not now. Maybe she'll have like the 1 minute gauntlet situation, and then probably maybe next year when Giulia comes over for a match, because I'm sure she had that in her deal that she can come to do a one-off in Marigold next year sometime probably. She'll probably wrestle Tommy then. I don't know. It depends. But did a pinky promise to wrestle each other in the future. That was all nice and good. I think there's a video of that somewhere. I may not have it though, so who cares? Let's see. Do I have that? Well, anyway, there's a pinky promise, and they decided that they will wrestle each other another time. So we look forward to that in the future, whenever that happens. Don't think it's that deep. It's her last singles match, but the gauntlet seems like a tribute and a goodbye to her. The Tommy match, the dream match for the future, though. Yeah, it's not that deep. Again, I didn't buy a ticket, so I didn't spend any money. So for me, it's not that deep. But if I did buy a ticket for it, would I feel differently? That's my question. I don't know. I would like to think no. I would say no. I would like to think I would not, but I'm not sure exactly how I would react. Probably I wouldn't care. Probably. But anyway, that's the situation with them. They're going to have another match down the line eventually. Oh, here it is. They made a pinky promise right here. Show browser. Here's the pinky promise. Yeah, we're going to face each other down the line. It's an aggressive pinky promise. Super aggressive pinky promise between these two. Of course. So we look forward to that. So, okay, so that's the situation. Gauntlet match, 25th, cool. All right. Her last match will be then, we think. We assume. There's no way to be sure. So what's going on with this card? So this card is going to be her last match. That's what they're calling it. It's not, but that's the name of the show, basically. The first match on the card, we have Minami Yuki against Komomo Minami. Very popular name, of course. It appears Minami here. This is the chick that they, by they I mean Rossi Ogawa, poached. Here's the thing about poaching, guys. If it ain't poaching, it ain't trying. I'm sorry to tell you the truth, but if you have talent on your roster that can be poached, it's your fault. Because if you ain't poaching, you ain't trying really. If talent is available to be had, someone's gonna try to get it. I know folks are upset about how, not folks were upset, but some people were taken aback about how Yuki joined the ranks of Marigold because she was on the roster for Ice Ribbon, and then next year, she wasn't. But I mean, this is just how it works. If you have talent that can be had, they're going to be had. So you have to figure out that situation and get your ducks in a row to make sure you don't end up looking silly when somebody takes your talent. So some folks frown upon this. Oh, you can't poach. Nope. If ain't poaching, ain't trying. You should have your talent locked down. If not, because we're all about talent empowerment, right? It's all about the wrestlers. Let's empower the wrestlers, right? So you talk empowering the wrestlers and talent empowerment and let them have the power, but they shouldn't be able to leave if they can. They didn't put a gun to her head. She left. Okay, I'm heading to Marigold. It was her decision. They didn't force her. So I'm happy for the talent that they can move. And if you don't have them locked down, well, then they're going to be poached. And the talent can leave and be happy about it. So this is something she's looking forward to. She's happy about it. She's there. What I like about Marigold, for the most part, what they're doing is they're grabbing up a bunch of young talent, 18, 19, 20 years old. The idea is to get them young, raise them up, build them up, develop them, and then in 2 to 3 years, you can have a star, right? We don't know if Yuki's going to be a star, but I like the idea of getting the young talent in there. Instead of spending a lot of money on older talent, potentially, I don't know how much they would cost. They're investing in younger talent, trainees, building them up, and then hopefully in 2 to 3 years, you have a roster that is as talented as a Stardom, potentially. I don't know if that'll ever happen for them, but that's the idea, right? So this is 2 youngsters. I think Komomo will win. Why? Because she's been there longer. Rossi loves seniority. He favors the older folk. These 2 are both young, but Komomo has been there longer. So because she's been there longer, I think she'll win. That's all. Debut match, she'll take an L, and that'll be that. But yeah, nothing much to talk about here. 2 young talent. We have a 3-way match. Misa Matsui, Shozuki, and Nayo Ishikawa. This is not for the super flyweight title. Maybe because Naho, I don't know why. I'm going to say maybe because Naho isn't, there's a certain weight requirement you have to be under. I don't know. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I honestly don't know why it's not for the title. There's no storyline for it to be for the title. I don't know if it could be. Because again, there's a weight requirement, and I don't know Ishikawa's weight, so I don't know if she falls under that. But it's not for her super flyweight title. It is for bragging rights, just a match. Cool. It'll be good. 3 great wrestlers. I'm guessing the champion will win here, because why would you have her lose? Unless you're starting up a new storyline, maybe you can have her not take the pin, but lose the match. Maybe Misa Matsui takes a pin here to Ishikawa. Ishikawa has been doing a lot of good work with the Passionate Merchant, Nanae Takahashi. So maybe they want to reward her here with a win here. I don't know. But this will be a good match. 3 good wrestlers. I'm going to guess that the champion wins here because why not? Moving on to the next match. That'll be going for sure. I have an elimination match for the purposes of what? I don't know. This is kind of similar to if you are a WWE fan. It's kind of similar to what they do in Survivor Series, those elimination matches, those elimination tag matches. It could be 4-on-4, then 4-on-3, then 4-on-1 potentially, depending on who gets pinned. So once you get pinned, you get out of there. And then you keep getting pinned until one team has no more people. So it could be 4-on-1 at one point, potentially, if you decide to book that way. I remember one time in the Survivor Series match, it was 5-on-5, I think, and Bianca was down to 4-on-1, and she won. She came back from 4-on-1. So it's possible that maybe they want to build up Utami to make her look strong here. 4-on-1, and she wins. She somehow knocks them all out. That could work, but I don't know. I'm going to guess that Utami wins this. Her team wins this because she needs a big win. She's kind of falling under the radar in Marigold. Doesn't have a big win. She had a big match against Io, but not a big win. So I'm guessing Utami will get a win here, get a pin, get some pins here. But then again, Bozilla is on the other side, and they want to protect her sometimes. I don't know. Utami or Bozilla will be the last one standing. I think it'll go the distance. Probably go down to 1-on-1, but we'll see. I'm hoping Utami wins this because she needs a win. She needs a big win in Marigold. I can't even speak to what her biggest win is. She had big matches, but what is her biggest win? I don't know. She lost to Bozilla and Sari in that one match when she teamed up with Giulia. She lost to Io Sky. So yeah, maybe this is the time to give her a win here. I don't know. This is a former red belt holder, okay? Former World of Stardom champion here. So let's give her a big win. Next match is the Passion Merchant, Nanae Takahashi with Chika Goto and Sari and Ariza. Now, how they set this up, Nanae was in the ring, cut a promo on Arisa, said, I'm going to fight you, yada, yada. Then Chika Goto stepped up. She was crying. She got emotional. Said, I want to join you in your match. Cool. They said, passion, passion, passion. And that's kind of how it got set up. Then the question was, who would be our mystery partner? Ariza. And it ended up being Sari. Now, Sari was injured. She had a broken wrist not too long ago. I think that recovery is faster than freaking, assuming she's wrestling tomorrow, that recovery is faster than freaking Giulia's. It's the same exact injury, same exact wrist and everything, but she's back already. I don't know, maybe I haven't been following good. I feel like it's only been like 2 weeks, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's been longer than that. Maybe it's been like 4 or 3 weeks. I don't remember. She got injured not too long ago, but now she's back. I think it was the end of July, so it's been like 20 days, 19 days. I guess that's enough time to heal it up. And I don't think she got surgery. That's the difference. I don't think she got surgery. So Giulia got surgery, but she didn't. So maybe that's the case. Maybe that's why it's different. I don't know. But yeah, the Passion Merchant, I call her the Passion Merchant because she yells passion all the time. Passion, 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 passion. So I think she's going to lose. I don't know why Sari would lose a match here. So yeah, Chika Goto, Nanae, that's a loss for them. But it'll be a good match. I give Miss Takahashi here a lot of shit sometimes for her passion yelling, but her wrestling is entertaining. She puts on good matches. She's fun. The crowd gets into it. So I'll give her credit where credit is due. She's an entertaining performer. But yeah, I don't think she wins this. That's a loss. I could be wrong though. Who knows? Yeah, she's losing. Moving on to the next match. So this is Miku Ano against Koki Amare. Now, this is a big match for Koki. She's being pushed. Now, Koki Amare has not lost. Let me rephrase that. She's lost. She's not been pinned. Not once in Marigold. She had like, I want to say 8 to 10 matches, not pinned once. Why? Because she is a big star waiting to happen. And Rossi is trying to protect her because there's money to be made down the line. She had crossover appeal. She had the good look. She's a taller girl. And they see money to be made here. So they are pushing her in this match. She's not going to win it. She'll lose. But they're already trying to expose her to the spotlight, give her a lot of shine. He said in a tweet that these two are the future of the company and they're big stars. So he's already trying to push her. Again, she's never lost. She's never been pinned. She has lost a tag match, but she's never been pinned. She's undefeated in singles matches. They're trying to protect her, even though she's not ready yet in the ring. She's solid in the ring, but not great. Her character work is not there yet, but she has a great look. And because of that look, she's going to get opportunities to shine and to be pushed. And Koki Amare, who says in an interview last month that she has dreams or goals to be in the WWE, she's going to be a star for them for sure. And I think probably in 2 or 3 years, she'll be the face of the company. Like, no joke. She'll be the face of the company. Look at this woman. She just has it. You don't have to explain it. She just has it. Her presence, her look. Is there. Just gotta work on her presentation, work on her in-ring, continue to grow as a wrestler, and she will be the face of the company, I think. That's where this is headed to. That's where this is going. But for right now, she faces Miku Ano, who is a fantastic wrestler, a star in her own right and is going to win. I don't see her dropping that belt anytime soon. I think that she will be champion for a hot minute, and probably she won't drop it until maybe the end of the year, if that. Maybe even into next year she'll be champion. But Miku Ano is a very good wrestler. I want to see how she's going to pull off the her finisher is Styles Clash. I'll be interested to see if she pulls that off on the much taller Koki Amare, probably. I'll be curious how it looks. That's all. This will be a good match. Miku can wrestle her ass off. Koki's coming along. It'll be fun. Koki Amare loses her first singles match. She takes her first pin here tomorrow. It's tomorrow, right? Yes. Or tonight. However you want to look at it. I don't know. She's losing. Koki Amare is. And Miku Ano is getting that win. Hey, what's up, David? How you doing? I'm talking about how Miku Ano is going to beat Koki Amare. Clean. That's what's going to happen, folks. And then for the final match, of course, we have Giulia and Mai Sakurai. I already talked about this a little bit. Mai Sakurai has history with Giulia from her time in Stardom. I'm curious to know what's going to happen here. Will they put over... If this was AW, if this was WWE, if this was a Western promotion, I'd say that Giulia would take an L here. But this is not that. This is the Joshi world. And in Joshi world, you never know. I believe Giulia will probably win this. If I had to guess, she'll probably win. Mai Sakurai, she's a tag team champion. She'll be fine because she's a champion. So even if she takes an L, like she still has the tag team title to follow up on. So not a bad loss for her. Maybe she'll say something like, Giulia, we'll face again. I'll face you again and I'll beat you. I'll learn, I'll grow, and I'll defeat you one day. Something like that. I don't know. I don't think Giulia will take a loss here. I think she goes into her gauntlet match with the win. Will it be a knockdown, drag out? Probably. But I think Giulia will win. This will probably be... Will this be the main event? They may have the white belt. They may have this be the main event. That's what I would do, probably. I would not have the last match be this. Even though... Kind of silly because the entire card is about this. Well, here's the thing. Maybe it would have been main evented. Maybe it would have main evented if it was the last match. If it was literally the last match, maybe it would main event. But since it's not... This is clearly not. I would have Koki Amare main event. Am I unblocked by Marigold? Nope. I'm not. So I would have this match main event, the title match for the white belt, and then maybe this will be the co-main event. But there's a strong chance that this will main event the show, even though it's not the last match because there is another match on the 25th. But I have Giulia winning, and that'll be that for the match. Now, something else to note. Giulia. Now, there's talk about Giulia and her... Yeah, I'm still blocked. Now, there's talk about Giulia. So you guys don't know, I was blocked by the main Marigold, not the English account, but the Japanese account for reasons unknown. I don't know why I was blocked, but I'm blocked. I think I know why. Because I said Giulia should not be headbutting people, and they should stop that, and I got blocked. Because she freaking cracked the hell out of Chiaki, big time. She got a big gash on her head and stitched up. So I said we need to get this out of wrestling. Then I got blocked. I don't know what else it would be. It had to be that, but whatever. Anyway, so now there's talk online about Giulia not being committed to WWE. She's taking her own sweet time. She's delaying her time. Like Triple H is really being lenient here. He's really like, he must really want Giulia if he's okay with her staying. Couple things. One, we don't know when exactly they wanted her in America, in Orlando. We can speculate all day long. There were dirt sheet reports that said, oh, they want her for Heat Wave. We don't know that. There were dirt sheet reports that said, oh, maybe they want her for the next PLE. We don't know that, okay? This is all speculation. It's all guessing. We don't know for a fact when they wanted her. So we can't say that she's delaying it or she's like not committed to WWE at all. That's crazy talk. Number one. Number two, she's under contract. She is under contract. She'll be in America when they want her there. They're paying her. Okay? When they want her in America, she'll be there. That's America. When they want her in Orlando, she'll be there. Okay? So I don't think there's this whole she's delaying it, or they have to push back their dates because she's delaying it. I don't agree with that. I do not believe they ever wanted her for No Mercy. That's not a thing for me. I think the plan here is to debut her in October on those CW shows. CW is the biggest show. Those CW shows in October are the biggest show for the company or for that brand by far. It's not even close, right? Not even close. Those are the biggest shows. They are big shows that are on the network for CW. They want to show CW that, hey, we have big shows for you guys. We're going to show out for you guys. They want to impress CW, okay? If you don't know, NXT is moving to CW channel. They have 2 shows to open up that relationship, both arena shows. They want those shows to be big. They want it to be huge. They want it to be blockbuster. So you want to save Giulia, all right? You want to save Giulia. You want to save Stephanie Vacar. You want to save those people for that show, because those are the biggest shows for the brand by far. So I don't know why you would rush her for No Mercy. I think these are the target dates, folks, okay? So Giulia is not dragging her feet. She's not wasting time. I just believe that these are the 2 shows that they're going to want her for. They're the biggest shows on the brand for the entire year. And I think that's the case. So folks need to calm down. Oh, where's Giulia? Where's Stephanie Vacar? They're wasting time. Oh, they're dragging their feet. Oh, they don't have a plan. That's the other one I saw. They don't have a plan. That's ridiculous. They were name dropped Giulia and Stephanie on TV. They have a plan. But those 2 shows here are the big shows. Chicago show and the St. Louis show. So Keenan, I'm going full on. So I'm doing Marigold right now. Then the back half is going to be all Stardom. So I'm going to be going full deep into everything happening in the 5-star GP finals. So right when I wrap up Marigold, it's going to be all Stardom talk for you, okay? But yeah, I think that's the case. So calm down, folks. People are like freaking out about the booking here of when they're going to show up. I think October is going to be it. These are the biggest shows in the company for NXT by far. It's not even close. So yes, October, folks. So after No Mercy is over, after Roxanne beats Jada Parker, because that's what's going to happen, after Kalani Jordan beats Wendy Chu, you'll have the teasing of Giulia and Stephanie. Then you'll have these 2 big matches. All right? Because think about it here. Think about it. There's 2 shows. Not 1 arena show, but 2 for CW relationship. I'm thinking the first show, Trick Williams against Ethan Page with maybe Stephanie and Kalani Jordan. And then the second show in St. Louis will be Giulia Roxanne main event. And then maybe have an Obafemi match. So you have it split. You have the men's top title on the first show with the women's second title. On the second show, you have the women's top title, Roxanne and Giulia, against, and then the Obafemi match. You have to have big matches for these 2 big arena shows. They have to be special. So this is where we're going to get Giulia and Stephanie. I'm almost 100% sure. I don't know for a fact, of course, but that's what I believe. So no need to freak out or, they're coming. No worries. Be happy, okay? We love for Trick Williams to hold the NXT belt again. I think the plan is to dub him on the CW show. So he dropped the belt earlier, right, to Ethan Page. And then on the CW debut show, October 1st, they crown him. The Whoop That Trick era is back, crowned on the big CW show. And then the next day, you have Giulia Roxanne on the show with Randy Orton showing up, another arena show. Then you crown Giulia. So I'm expecting day 1, CW, crown I'm gonna say Tiffany Stratton. You crown Trick Williams. On a second show, you crown Giulia. It makes too much sense. Again, it's the biggest shows. That's what's happening, I think. If I'm wrong, pretend I didn't say that. But I think that's what's happening, okay? So let's calm down on this whole Giulia's delaying and wasting time, and she's not committed, or Triple H is being clowned here. Like, that's not the case. Triple H has a plan. It's gonna be all right. Now, before I move on to Stardom, what else? Before I dive completely into Stardom, so Marigold has their Dream Star Grand Prix match, which this their version of Stardom's round robin tournament style thing, right? And they invited Nori from LLPWX to join. She wrestled on the Summer Destiny card and was very impressive. Former MMA fighter, very smooth, very good in the ring, and she's going to be on that card, or in the tournament, which is good to see. We all predicted it. We all kind of saw it coming. Because why not have her? When they said it would be one last spot, some folks said NXT. Like, no one from NXT. It was always going to be Nori, and she's going to be there, and she's going to kill it. Here's a picture of her with Rossi in the Legend. So Nori, very good in the ring, MMA fighter, talented. She's going to be in the tournament. It joked about her being poached. Like I said, if you ain't poaching, ain't trying. They have a relationship here. They're friends. She's not going to try to poach her. Okay, that's not happening. But if it was possible to poach her, it's no one else's fault but LLPWX for not having her locked down. Okay, if you're not poaching, you're not trying. If you're not poaching, you're not trying. You just watched some Giulia matches yesterday. Actually, well, that's good. She's a very good wrestler. Very entertaining. But yeah, Nori's joining the Dream Star Grand Prix. And that'll be interesting to see how they book that relative to Stardom. Because I have a lot of thoughts on Stardom, boy, when it comes to that tournament, which I'll be getting into here in a second. Before I move on to Stardom, anything else? I think that's it. Before I move on from Stardom, is there any questions anybody in the chat has about Marigold? Before I go all the way into Stardom. Tomorrow is the show. It's the 19th. It's going to be a good show. Again, Giulia, it's not her last match. Her last match is the 25th, and that's okay. If I bought a ticket, would I be upset? I would like to think I wouldn't. I would like to think I would not be upset if I showed up to a card that said Giulia's last match, but actually was not her last match. I would like to think I would not be upset. All right. No questions about Marigold? Okay. Now let's move on to Stardom. Okay, let me take a quick break, literally like a minute. Not a minute, like 5 seconds. All right. Now, Stardom. I can't believe we're here, folks. I can't believe I'm talking about Stardom on this channel. Not too long ago, there's a time when I said that I would not do it. I would not be covering Stardom. But it turns out I'm full of crap because I am here talking Stardom. And boy, I have a lot to say. A lot to say about this promotion. Now we are enjoying, I'm watching the 5-star Grand Prix. This is an important part of the year for Stardom. You can argue it's the most important tournament, not only the most important tournament right now, obviously, but in the history of the company. Why? Because this is a new era. This is a new era of Stardom. The Hat Man is gone. Rossi is gone. You have Toro Okada taking over, right? It's his vision, Bushiroad's idea of what Stardom should be. And this is the first tournament, the first Grand Prix under Bushiroad with no Rossi involved at all. Now, Rossi would argue that he's not been involved for a while now. He's just a puppet for a while. But anyway, this is the new, he's gone. The figurehead is gone. It's all about the new Okada in the new era of Stardom. And this is the perfect time to put your foot down and show the world this is what Stardom is going to be. This is our idea for the future. And we're going to tell the story through this tournament. Most important time of the year for Stardom, right? Now, this is the time where you usually get the top storylines. So what is the story right now? Well, the story right now is Hate, Oedo Tai, Queen's Quest, they're gone. It's Hate. Hate is here, right? Hate, which is being led by Natsuko Tora. They are the big bad heel faction that have taken over. Okay? And they're causing havoc. And the question is, who's going to take them down? It's my understanding that that was the top storyline going into this damn tournament. Who's going to stop Hate? Hate. Who's going to stop him? All right. That was the whole idea for me in my head. The winner of this tournament would ultimately take on Tora at the end of the year in the Stardom Dream Queendom, which is their like WrestleMania. That was the idea. So that was my mindset going into this tournament. So this year it's been a little different. Like previously they've had like so it's a round for those of you who are like complete novices. It's a round robin system. Previously it's been 2 blocks, but this year it's been 4. 7 wrestlers in each block. So I can even show you a visual here, just for the sake of quickly displaying what I'm talking about here, just in case, because I know there's some people who may not have watched a single second of Stardom that are watching this damn stream. So I won't like bore you with the Stardom 101, but so it's like this, for example. See these blocks? Got the Red Star A, Red Stars B, Blue Stars A, Blue Stars B, okay? So you have this round robin system of 7 in each group. This is actually pretty cool. I would love for like the WWE to do something like this. That'd be so cool. Cool idea. So you have these 7 blocks of people, well, 4 blocks with 7 in each, right? And ultimately, the winners, like the top 2 from these blocks, go on to a tournament or playoff. They play in a bracket. You have the top from blue, top from the red, face off each other, and that's your final match, right? So it's a round robin system. Everybody faces everybody in the block. Very cool, very interesting. Now, there has been there's 4 people. I think there's 4 women who are outside of the company that are in this tournament. You got Anna Jay. I think she is in, what block is she in? Anna Jay is, I think she's, yeah, I can't, she's in one of these blocks. I'm not about to look and see where a picture is going to pop up. She is right there. There she is. You have Anna Jay from AEW. You have Manami from Sendai Girls, she's been very interesting, very good wrestler, very young too. Now she has this annoying yell she does. She does the things she does. Woo! Wow! 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 If you can get past that, then she's awesome. Okay, but ultimately she's very interesting, very fun to watch. You just gotta you just gotta get past that yelling. Okay, once she does this, wow! Wow! She did it like 7 times in the course of like 15 seconds, but she's very talented, very good wrestler. Manami. You have Risa Serra from Prominence, and you also have Tomoka Inabe, who is from JTO. She is very interesting. She's very good. I've been very much enjoying her work in the tournament. Tomoka, she's very good. Very, very reminiscent of a young Asuka, not in character, but in her striking, in her offense. Very, very impressed with that chick. She's very good. And she also wants to be in WWE one day. For the record, you know, she's talented. She's a star. I like her a lot. Undefeated as well. Has not lost in the tournament so far. So that's something to keep in mind. There's 4 women from outside the company, whatever. Now, who's undefeated in the tournament? Mayu was. So we'll talk about that in a second. She was undefeated. Azumi is undefeated. Maika's undefeated. Saya Kamatani is undefeated. Inibe is undefeated. I think some other people are undefeated as well. They have wins and draws, but no losses. But yeah, it's been a very entertaining tournament to watch. I've been enjoying Starlight Kid. I've been enjoying Natsupoi. Very, very talented wrestlers. I'm gaining more appreciation for these women when I watch them more and more over and over again. Very exciting stuff. Now, somebody's got to win this. Somebody's got to win this damn tournament. Question is who? Now, let me go back to that one comment. Who I want to in the finals, Izumi and Saya Kamatani. Okay. Seeing Taviana and Ajay makes me hope at some point NXT women could get a chance at the Japanese excursions. Who would benefit the most? I would love to see. So yeah, I agree with you. When I've been watching this tournament, I've been picturing and envisioning some NXT women in the tournament, whether it be Marigold or Stardom. I do not think the Stardom thing is happening anytime soon, if ever. Right now, as long as Stardom has that relationship with AEW, it's not happening. So it would be like some year where Marigold is having a tournament, it's expanded, and they want to add in an NXT talent. I would like to see someone like Thea Hale from NXT. Thea in a tournament like this would be cool. She has the athleticism, she has the character work, but her working against these women would be awesome to see. Kalani Jordan would be great to see in this tournament. I think Roxanne Perez would be awesome, of course, but I think she's now reached a point where she's main roster bound. So it'd be NXT talent. Thea Hale, Kalani Jordan, somebody like that. I would love to see like a real athlete go over there and cook and show off their athleticism and learn how to work that style, stiffer style, and see how that works for them. So yeah, I'd say Thea Hale and Kalani Jordan with the folks I want to see over there. But they're like infinite amount. There's so many people you could choose from NXT. But I'll go with those two, Thea and Kalani Jordan. All right, so question is, who is going to win this damn tournament? Going into the tournament, there was two storylines that was in my mind. Let me just focus on babyface route, right? The two babyfaces that were being projected or being predicted was going to be Tam Nakano, and Micah, right? Yeah, I love to see Thea in there. I mean, Tam Nakano and Micah, right? They are the two babyfaces that people thought had a chance to win this thing and take on Tora in the later on in the year, right? Now, here's the problem with that. Tam Nakano has not won a single match. She's winless in the tournament, so it's not happening for her. At some point, they decided to have her go this route in a story with the storyline. They decided to have her not win any matches and being on a losing streak. But still, maybe somebody can educate me because I don't know for sure why this is happening. She has a title match lined up. Now, in my mind, in my ignorant booking mind, I'm thinking, okay, they want Tora on the card because the 31st is the final of the tournament, the Grand Prix. They want her to have a match on that show, and they wanted her to have a match against somebody who is credible and somebody who was a big fan, folks are a fan of. So they decided to make it Tam. So on that show, at the end of the year, well, not the end of the year, but in at the end of the month, she'll be facing Tam Nakano. She'll be going for the red belt, even though she's winless in the tournament. I don't know how they're making that work in the storyline. Within the story, I don't know how they're making it work. But I thought, for the sake of the show, they wanted her to defend her title. So we're getting it's a very nice poster, by the way, very cool poster for this match. This is going to go down the day of the final. Tam against Asuko. Now, again, I don't know why this is happening. So there are folks online, because in my mind are thinking, okay, it's a big match for Tora. Fans will enjoy it, but Tam loses, obviously, because why the hell would she win right now? The entire point of this damn tournament is to find a person to take on the leader of hate. So why the hell would you have her win this match? It's not going to happen. It's a loss. But for Tam. But there are people online who think that Tam Nakano can win this match. I think that's insane. If Tam were to beat Tora here in this match, I may stop watching Stardom. I may stop watching because the whole thing's a freaking fiasco. Like, what would be the point of booking her to lose this match and drop the belt now? Doesn't make any sense based on what we've seen previously. This woman took the belt off of Maika. Saya Kamatani turned heel, right? All this is important for the sake of this storyline in this tournament, right? So why the hell would you negate that and book Tam to win the belt here? I think that's crazy. That's insanity. I have Tam Nakano dropping the belt here. Not dropping the belt, but losing her chance at the red belt here. Anything else would be stupid. Am I wrong here? She got to lose. She's winless right now in the tournament. Got no wins. I don't know how you book her to win this match, and it makes no sense whatsoever. I'm not entertaining it. I just brought it up because I saw somebody on Twitter bring it up. She's not winning. Tam is not winning this match. She's going to lose. So, of course, because she had to match, she's already eliminated. So they eliminated her from contention. She's out of it. So she's not winning the tournament, obviously. She can't. It's over. The next option would be Maika. Now, she was the red belt holder. She dropped the belt to Tora when Kamatani turned on her. So that is a question that folks are wondering. Is this a redemption storyline, right? There are two ways this could go. And folks will be mad regardless. No matter how this goes down, folks are going to get pissed. Mayu Iwatani is not winning this. Okay, she's not winning it. She's the IWGP champion. She's not winning this. It doesn't make any sense for her to win it. Azumi just beat her, by the way. Azumi is a big win that happened this morning. Azumi beats Mayu. Everybody said, oh my God, she won. She beat her. Oh my God. What does this mean? Well, I think this means that they are setting up a match down the line that involves Mayu and Azumi. I do not believe this is an indicator that Azumi is going to win this tournament. Because apparently, I can't confirm this yet, but apparently after the match, Azumi said that she wanted to face Mayu for the IWGP championship. Well, I actually can't confirm that. What I can't confirm is that Mayu said that if she wins the tournament, that she'll give her a title shot. I heard that somewhere. I don't know if that's true. That is stupid for more reasons than one, okay? What I think is happening here, they had her beat Mayu, was a big win because Mayu doesn't really lose singles matches, to set up a later match down the line. Maybe at freaking Queendom, Dream Queendom, maybe she faces Mayu for the title, for her title. But I don't think this is an indicator that she's going to win the Grand Prix. I don't believe that whatsoever. That would be very stupid, again, because I believe the purpose of this entire tournament is to find out someone that can face the big bad heel that is Tora. So why the hell would you book her to win the tournament? There's some people who fear that Bushiroad and Okada is trying to elevate the IWGP championship to the same level as the red belt within Stardom. That'll be a problem. I don't like that idea. I hope that's not the case. But I think this win is just about setting up a big match later on, not about this tournament. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, yikes, okay? But I don't think folks need to worry about Azumi winning it. I don't think she's winning the tournament. I don't think she's winning it. I do not. But yeah, she's undefeated and she's a babyface, so she's an option. Don't think it's happening. They're setting up a story with her and Mayu. Mayu is also not winning this tournament. It's going to be Mayu, Azumi later on down the line. All right. At least I hope. For God's sake, I hope that's the case. Because it'd be dumb. It'd be very dumb either way. Another way, right? Okay, so no Tam, no Azumi, no Mayu. What's the deal here? What's storylines here? There are two routes they can go with the winner of this tournament. Either way, folks are going to be mad. All right. You can have Maika win. Now, Maika, again, was the red belt holder. She was the champion. She dropped the belt to Tora because Kamatani turned on her. She turned heel, and it was a big deal. It's, oh my God, this is so dumb. Why would they have Saya turn heel? This is so silly. She's not a good heel, yada, 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 right? But she turned heel, and Maika lost. So it could be a redemption tour. Like, okay, Maika rises from the ashes. She comes back and defeats the big bad hate group, and by beating Tora. Because a lot of folks think that her reign was done dirty. They think they had her drop the belt for the sake of a storyline with Kamatani, and they don't like that. So they're hoping that she gets her redemption here by winning the tournament. Unfortunately, folks may not like this, but I think that sacrificing a reign for a better story is legitimate and not a problem. For example, for my WWE fans, Bayley dropped the belt for the sake of Nia Jax's story with Tiffany Stratton. Is it a problem? No, as long as the story is good. If the story is good, it's okay for her to drop the belt. If the story they're telling here is compelling and interesting, it is okay for Maika to drop the belt to Miss Hate, okay? It's okay. As long as it's good storyline, all right? That's all that matters. I'm okay with it. But there are going to be a lot of fans. I saw it online. I saw it. A lot of people will be upset if Maika does not win this tournament and get her belt back. But I'm not convinced it's going to happen. I'm not convinced. In fact, I would say it's probably not going to happen. So that's one option, though. It's an option. The top babyface, who is probably Maika, because she dropped the belt, she gets her redemption. She runs to the table and defeats the big bad in the end to win her title back. That's an option. Or we can go a different route. A route that would probably make some people even more upset. That is no one other than Saya Kamatani winning this damn tournament. She's undefeated. She's undefeated, folks. And I think it is very possible you're going to have this woman, this lovely lady by the name of Saya Kamatani, winning this damn tournament. Now, here's a problem with that. Saya is heel. She's a heel. She's in the damn faction. The faction that they're trying to stop. The entire purpose of this tournament, right, is to stop hate. They've been involved in all these damn matches. They've been interfering. They've been hitting people over the head with freaking weapons and chairs. Okay, they've been tied to this tournament, no matter how you slice it. The whole point of this tournament, in my mind, the entire point was to find somebody to stop Tora and Hate. Well, Saya is currently in the group Hate. She's a heel in this heel faction, but I think it's very possible that Saya Kamatani is going to win this damn thing. Now, if I would have said this a couple months ago, folks would have said, sure, yeah, of course you're going to win it. She's the top face, or she's a potential face of the company. They're pushing her. But that changed when she turned heel. Now, Saya Kamatani was in Queen's Quest. She was the de facto leader, right? But it was her fault that Queen's Quest got suspended because she made a mistake. It was a big deal about it. They made a big deal about it. They made a big deal about it at the time, right? She was the leader of Queen's Quest, like the de facto leader. She put the group on the line and they lost, right? And because of that, she was in Queen's Quest by herself. And everybody had to leave Queen's Quest, like Azumi and the crew had to leave. And she's walking around, carrying around the banner by herself, right? That's what was happening. Now, folks thought that she was going to win the tournament then. That was going to be the redemption story. So this was her, not too long ago, walking around by herself as a member of Queen's Quest. And then she just left. She just turned heel and dropped the whole Queen's Quest thing. Well, she hasn't really dropped it per se. She calls herself the Phoenix Queen. But folks were wondering what the hell they're going to do with Saya now that she is on her own in Queen's Quest. They thought, oh, she's going to run the table, win the tournament, and defeat Tora in the end. Well, what happened was she turned heel on Maika. They made a big deal about it. Folks said, this is so stupid. She's not a good heel. Why are you turning her heel? Well, what if the entire point was for her to turn heel, but not really, and secretly infiltrate Hate and take down Hate from the inside? Now, that sounds kind of ridiculous, but I'm thinking that it's very possible That's what they're doing. I think that they think they got a grandmaster story here. They got this grandmaster plan that's so good, and I think it's very possible that they believe that Kamatani turning face again and taking down hate from the inside is a route to go. I will not be surprised one bit. In fact, I'm probably leaning that way. Folks gonna be mad about that. They'll say you sacrificed Maika's reign for that. But I think it's very possible that Saya will win this tournament and defeat Tora in the end. You know, it makes sense of what they did originally, right? The folks who are upset with her turning heel, well, she's a bad heel. Well, maybe that's a part of the storyline. Maybe it's a part of the storyline that she's bad heel and she's forcing it because she's going overboard to try to convince her heel faction members that she's actually a heel when she actually is not. She's trying to fool them to take down hate. I think it's possible. I really think it's possible. I think it's plausible. And I think folks are going to be mad when Saya Kamatani wins the tournament and turns heel. Like Dakota? No, Dakota turned face. No, Dakota turned heel. But Saya, oh, I know what you're saying. Okay, I know what you're saying. Like reverse. Saya turned heel and joined hate. But now folks are saying that she did that in order to fool that faction because she wanted to take them down from the inside. And that's her grandmaster plan. You could argue, why would she sacrifice Maika's reign to do that? She screwed over her friend. Maybe she thought she had no choice but to do that. In order to take down this faction, I had no choice but to sacrifice your reign. I'm sorry, Maika, but I had to do it. I had to turn heel to take them down from the inside. And I think that is very possible. That's what's happening here. Now, here's the thing, okay? Right now, Saya Kamatani and Maika are on separate sides of the bracket, right? Saya, I think, is in the blue bracket and Kamatani is in the red one, or it's flipped. Let me check real quick. Let's check that real quick. Kamatani is in the blue. Okay, so Kamatani is blue, and then Maika is red in the red group. So the only way they're going to face each other, the only way they'll face each other is in the final. That is probably not in like a coincidence. Okay, it's probably intentional. They have to split up like this. They split up. Maika over here, Kamatani over here. Both undefeated. Both have not had a single loss or draw, right? Saya turned on Maika. Maika was the champion. Are you telling me that match is not going to happen? Are you telling me that Maika is not going to get revenge or try to get revenge on Saya? I don't know about that, folks. I believe that Saya will probably face Maika in the final. So yeah, that's my thought process, folks. I think that's what's gonna happen. It makes too much sense to have that storyline play out in the tournament. She turned on Maika. That's why she lost the belt. She turned heel after being screwed over by hate, right? Tora screwed them. Or screwed her. She lost Queen's Quest because of her. So folks were upset with the turn. They said, this doesn't make any sense. Why would she turn? What if the entire time the plan was for her to take down hate, but a different way, gain their trust and then take them down? I think that's a route they may go. I'm leaning that way. It's kind of smart for Tora to challenge Tam Nakano because she's weakened. I guess Natsuko will be easy since Time is 100%. Yeah. Stardom Shield logic. Yeah, I'm not really thinking about that match so much because I think that match is kind of set in stone. But yeah, that does make sense. She is down on her luck. She lost 4 straight losses. She had 4 straight losses. She better continue to lose because I'm very upset if she won that match. So she has to lose, in my opinion. But that's my thought process, folks. I got Pedro. Are you all right? I think you've lost it. What are you doing? But anyway, I've got right now. I have Kamatani winning the entire tournament and then challenging Tora in the end. Now, some folks will be upset about that because they'll say, "What's the point?" Dual monitor. Okay, this guy. What's the point of her turning? You can still have her being a different character than before. She can still be a heel or a tweener or whatever, and still turn on Tora. As long texting in Discord, I gotcha. It still makes sense, okay? Because I believe it's possible that she still wants to bring back Queen's Quest. And you can do that by maybe having Momo Watanabe turn. Because we all know that Momo was a former member of Queen's Quest, one of the original OGs. You can have Momo team up with Saya and start a new Queen's Quest that way. Because I think the best way to go about this, if you're doing a Saya Kamatani, is fooling Hate, and she's going to turn in the end and defeat Tora. That's a grand master plan. It'd be better storytelling if somebody else in that group was going to turn with her. She had another inside. She had another leaker, or another a friend within the group. What if they decided to go Momo Watanabe, turn face or turn to a tweener, leave Hate, and join up with Saya and restart Queen's Quest? It's complete fancy booking right now, but I think it'd be cool. I think that could be cool. But yeah, I am now leaning towards Saya Kamatani is winning this thing. Could it be Maika? Sure. Well, those are only two. Those are my only two options right now. Not gonna be Izumi. It's not gonna be Anibe. It's not gonna be Mayu. It's gonna be Maika or Saya, I believe. Could be wrong though, but nothing else makes sense to me. Nothing else makes sense. That's my thought, folks. The winner will be Saya Kamatani or Maika, but I'm leaning towards Saya. And folks will be very, very upset. And she will restart Queen's Quest. This is a grand master plan that they have here. She will restart. She's a solo flag bearer here, but she's going to restart it. And then she'll be the face of the company. Like we thought she would be originally. That's what I think is happening here. Oh boy. Wow. Got that off my chest. Am I missing something here? Am I missing anything in this tournament that I forgot to talk about? Let's see. I think that is it. I think that's it. But yeah, I've really been enjoying this tournament. Good wrestling, exciting talent. I'll be interested to see how they conclude. I'll be interested to see how they wrap this up. Cause that'll be huge. Should not be Izumi. I don't like that at all. It should be Maika or Saya Kamatani. This entire tournament should be about those two. Or the conclusion of this Hate stuff. It should be tied to that. It should not be tied to the IWGP belt whatsoever. Sorry, Mayu. That should not be the case. It should be all about the Hate faction and nothing else. If it is not, if it does end up being about the IWGP belt, I may be done. And that just is way too nonsensical to make that work in my mind. I just don't like that. So yeah, that's what I'm going with, folks. Saya Kamatani wins. That is it for this stream. That's all I got, folks. If you have any questions, I'll answer any questions. If not, wrap it up. But that's my thought process, folks. Saya wins. Saya Kamatani wins. But that was a nasty, like, so this morning, I might get copyrighted. I don't know. Let's see. Look, a nasty tiger driver that Azumi pulled on Mayu. Let's see. Boom. Very, very impressive. Very awesome. Been a lot of good stuff happening in Stardom lately. In the tournament, at least. Very, very cool stuff. Yeah, that's all. Hazuki got a big win. Hazuki is a very interesting talent for me. Yeah, it was smooth. She is a very good wrestler. Very good. Accomplished. One of the OGs of Queen's Quest. But she kind of like, her presentation, her gear, it gives me jobber vibes, right or wrong. I think everybody else puts in a different type of her presentation is not as flashy or as dynamic as others. So you see her wrestling, she's like a regular old, like, generic wrestler in there, but she's not. She's a great wrestler, but her presentation did not match that. So I get jobber vibes when I watch her wrestle. But she's good. I know who she is, so I know she's good. But if you didn't know, you just watched her wrestle someone else, you think, oh, she's the jobber is going to lose. But no, that's not the case. She has 6 points. She's very good. Her presentation is very, like, plain. Nothing wrong with that. Just an observation. Very plain look she has there. Very plain. Let me see. Let me go to my bookmarks. Make sure I didn't forget anything that it was supposed to talk about. Talked about this last time. Last stream, where Momo Watanabe is going to head to America to face Monet for New Japan. Good match. Looking forward to this one more than I'm looking forward to the Britt Baker match. I'm looking forward to this. Momo can work. Monet can work. Should be a very good match. And this is more compelling to me. There's no storyline here. No story. It's a random match, right? But I'm more looking forward to this than I am the Britt Baker Monet match. So I don't know what that says, but it's a thing. I'm more looking forward to this match than I am Mercedes Monet's Britt Baker all-in match. That'd be fun. What else we got here? Before I wrap up the stream. Let's see. Talk about Kai and Kamatani. Talked about Momo. Just watched Sasha against Kairi last week. Yesterday. Yesterday. Technically, it is last week because this is Sunday, right? So I'm not wrong. You just watched that. The match from the New Japan match. You're saying that was a very good match. That was good. It's also the match. True story. It's also the match that made Kairi go back to WWE. She was mad about how Bushiroad handled her title reign. She dropped the belt to Sasha Banks at like 2 months or a month or 2 months. She was upset. She said, "No, what? I don't need this. I'm going to WWE." So we can all thank this bad booking decision. Well, bad if you ask Kairi. You know, we can all thank them for her being back in the WWE. Money too, probably. But the main factor in the interview, she said she was not a fan of that booking. She wanted to take that title to new heights. She wanted to really defend that title and have a good reign. And it was taken from her because they saw the new flashy toy in Mercedes Moné, and she was not a fan of that booking. Part of the reason why she doesn't like, part of the reason why she does not like Bushiroad to this day. I'm gonna make sure there's nothing else here. Yeah, and probably Io Sky and Asuka probably talk to her, for sure. For sure. I think that's it. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining me for the stream. I know this is not something I usually do, so, you know, for those of you who joined me, appreciate you. Do me a favor. If you're watching this on replay, like the stream video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Who do you think is going to win? Is it going to be Saya Kamatani? If you know what you're talking about. Is it going to be Saya? Is it going to be Micah? Is it going to be Izumi? Is it going to be Mayu? What do you think? Is it going to be probably the only even realistic options, I think. That's Poi. She's not winning that. Killua, yep. One of my favorite anime characters. I love Killua. All right, folks. Talk to you guys later. Peace.